Welcome back to Going to Ground, and for time-serving viewers of this series, this will be a familiar spot, Silbury Hill in Wiltshire, and I thought I'd bring you back early on in this new season to view what has been the focus for many of our short films about place and faith, identity, landscape, about the human interaction with our physical environment and the meaning we ascribe to it. And I'm here next to the Winterbourne, which again has featured many times as its level rises and falls throughout the seasons. And as the name suggests, you'll be aware that Winterbournes fill and run freely in the winter months, and by May or so this will be dried up and a sunken lane really that you can walk down all the way behind me to the Bath Road, the A4, that you can perhaps hear sighing with the morning traffic, and behind that the West Kennet Long Barrow, another great feature of the Avebury World Heritage Site. I'm here with Effie, my faithful Portuguese water dog, who wherever possible shuns water, but in a kind of atavistic reconnection this morning. She's been in the Winterbourne and has got extremely numb toes because, as you can see, it's really cold out here this morning, and everything is exquisitely furred with frost, and has received overnight that white coating that I'm wanting to enjoy, because there won't be too many more, I would have thought, this time of year. You get frost into May, of course, but the spring is breaking out, and we're on the kind of cusp of the mornings have got a kind of battle between winter and spring. You've got skylarks and frost. As I walked over Waden Hill behind me, skylarks were kind of pitching upwards, and yet you've got this beautiful transfigured landscape in which the moisture and the cold just get to work on each other, and everything changes. I adore the way that frost shapes the world in new ways. I was thinking, as in that context, of Goethe's familiar epigram, is that what it is? Aphorism, that architecture is frozen music. You might know that phrase. It's a nice and thought-provoking idea that something as mobile, as motile, as kind of dynamic and uncatchable as water is held in a kind of permanent form within our built environment. And I was wondering too whether ecclesiastical architecture, our churches, could be described as frozen hymns. That sounds a bit prosaic, doesn't it? Maybe it's the title for my next album. Frozen prayer, maybe. And yet, like architecture itself, which appears to remain largely unchanged, it's constantly being weathered and changed by the impact of humans upon it. And within churches, of course, the prayer and the music of the past is something that isn't just kind of preserved in stone or in stained glass or carved wood, but it's part of the. I'm always trying to pin this down and describe it, and obviously words fail one, but it's actually part of the kind of the climate, the weather within the place, the signal, the heat, the memory of prayer, which is, as the hymn says, the voice of prayer is never silent, nor dies the strain of praise away. It's constantly being renewed and carried on. It creates a dynamism within the architecture within the kind of permanence of the building, which also gives it a particular kind of mood and an atmosphere. Equivalent forms of that, of course, are in any building that has had the same practice within it over the years. And you right, Waffy? There's a spiritual kind of musical movement about places, depending on what we've got up to within them. I tend to think. Anyway, a few thoughts around that as the landscape already, even in my short walk, is changing again, and what was frosty half an hour ago is already thawing, and I'm going to head back to tackle the day's tasks. And so whatever your situation and whatever the imprint of your day upon your environment, I pray that it's a mutually good one, and look forward to connecting again very soon. God bless you as you go to ground.